Good morning, my name is Rishi, and this is my DOPS mini project. The topic that has been given to me is future trend of PV deployment in Singapore. So what is PV, also known as photovoltaic? PV is the conversion of light into electricity using semiconducting materials that exhibit a photovoltaic effect. What is the photovoltaic effect? It is the generation of voltage and electric current in a material upon exposure to light. Next, we take a look at what has Singapore done for PV deployment in the past few years. If you will take a look at the picture below, the grid-connected installed capacity grew significantly from 10.1 megawatt peak in 2013 to 384.1 megawatt peak as of the first quarter of 2020, also known as April. If you will take a look at the picture above, we started off with around 400 solar PV installations in 2013 to a total of 4,116 PV installations in Singapore as of the first quarter of 2020, also known as April. So what does Singapore plan to do for PV deployment in the future? In search of a clean and sustainable energy source for the future, Singapore has put all of its reliance on solar photovoltaic deployment. Singapore has now started moving towards its next goal of generating at least 2 gigawatt of solar energy by 2030, which is enough to power around 350,000 households. For future growth, the country is increasingly investing in floating solar energy research and development initiatives. Why is Singapore so reliant on PV panels? Currently, due to environmental constraints and lack of land, which create hurdles for development for wind power and hydropower, Singapore is forced to bet big on solar PV installations. Solar energy from PV panels also is renewable compared to non-renewable energy, which is obtained through burning of fossil fuels. Non-renewable energy which is obtained from burning fossil fuels harm the environment of Earth, contributing more to global warming, which is unwanted in the world. Next, we shall take a look at the challenges Singapore faces. Currently, Singapore has limited land available for the large-scale deployment of solar panels. Furthermore, the presence of high cloud cover across Singapore and urban shading poses challenges such as intermittency. And what are the solutions? So for the plan for the PV deployment for Singapore is to place PV panels all over houses in Singapore. And that cancels out the first challenge, which is the limited available land. As if panels were to be on top of HDBs and houses, there is no requirement for land for large-scale deployment. Secondly, since Singapore is already on the equator, we receive high amounts of sunlight compared to other countries who can't rely on solar energy as much as we can. Hence, the presence of high cloud cover isn't really that big of a challenge to us. In conclusion, PV deployment in Singapore has been steadily rising ever since 2013 and will probably continue to rise at a steady pace till 2030. We should be self-sufficient in terms of supply of electricity if we continue at the PV installation deployment rate that we are going at.